Okay, here we are in our third segment with Academic Search Complete. You can see that that's the database we're using right here, and you see the search box here. We are on the basic search, and when you are doing just a broad search, you can enter terms here. You'll notice as you look down here at search modes and expanders, it automatically defaults to using Boolean terms. So what we can do is we can put in World War II here, and look what it brings up as we move along here. You see various different connected terms, subtopics that you might want to explore if something catches your eye here. The thing that really stands out to me is that it gives you 4 different ways to find World War II. And that can be really helpful, and you'll notice it's using the Boolean phrase or here to expand that search out to catch all of the potential results. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here and just search to see what comes up. I think this will be really instructive because the first thing that you see here is that you have over 62,000 results. And many of those are not going to be relevant to you, and it's too many to look for. So one of the things that we know we're going to need to do is to refine our results. I just want to take a minute to show you here. You have some page options. I'll talk about those later. But look over here on this left-hand column, you have ways to limit your search. Here it shows you what you did, what you entered. You can limit it to full text, scholarly, and peer-reviewed journals. You can limit by date. You just drag this over. If you want to set a certain date, 1980 to 2019, it will automatically reset your search, and now you're down to just over 60,000, still too many to look through. Here you can limit the source types. So if you want to, you could go directly to magazines. If you want to read some general literature as part of your pre-research to get some ideas, there you still have 16,000, but that has cut down quite a bit. So you can go down this list. You can tell it you want, for example, to only see results in English. Every time you select one of these limiters, you're going to reduce your results, but your results are going to be much more tailored to your search. Of course, if you really want to dig in and refine your results really well, you should go to the advanced search. So Destiny called this power search. Here it's called advanced search. You'll see it's set up much the same way in terms of what you can do. We have our term here. It carried over from the basic search. We can search for a title. We can search for a subject term. We learned a bit about that before. We can mix keywords, right? Author supplied keywords. Here, I think I want to just leave these, I think I just want to leave it blank. Well, we could put it in keyword. And then we can put in United States. And this is so great because, again, it pops up different ways you could search for that. So this looks like a pretty good choice for us. And so let's go ahead and search. We're set up to do our Boolean phrase search here. And what do we come up with? We have 390 results. So going from over 62,000 to 390, that's going to help us a lot. We won't have to do so much reading through the irrelevant resources. We can still here look at the publication date. Now it's 2000 to 2019. We might even want to expand that. But it's really, we can see that we've made a lot of progress here. I did just want to show you that you can change these. I like to look at detailed results. It just changes the format. It shows you a little bit more information. So from here, you can start looking through 400, almost 400 is still quite a lot of results to go through. But once you start looking through here, you can start to see other search terms in the subjects here that you might be interested in. So we might go back now and say, well, I was really interested in that piece about women, and so we might just put in women here. And again, if we want to keep it as wide as possible, we could take their suggestions. I like their suggestions. And when we get our results here, wow, okay, so now we're down to 37. And you can then see, okay, there's one magazine article. Maybe you'd like to take a look at that magazine article because you think it'll be the sort of, maybe it would be something you could start with as you're browsing. But this doesn't look like, okay, maybe not. So we can just go back. We can go back and click on all results again. And that'll take us back to our 37 results. If we're not seeing enough here of things that we might be interested in, we can go back and refine our search a bit more. So the way you put this in is important. If we take this and leave it optional, right? We'll leave it blank. We're just not going to choose. Let's see how that changes our results. Okay, it changes them quite a bit. So now we see we have over 1,200 results. So if we go too narrow, we can go back and expand it a bit. So I really think that it's a good idea to explore the help feature as well. We saw that before, and one of the things that you'll notice about EBSCOhost is that they offer you a lot of information here. You can see this is a whole list of ways that are hyperlinked to get to better information. So advanced search, guided style, using Boolean terms, expanders, looking at different kinds of ways to explore. If we go into the guided style for advanced search, first of all, you can see a tutorial, and then it will go and it has these great visuals and will go through exactly what each of the options does for you. So you can see here the limiters, and if you go through, if you're willing to go through these, you can get quite a good education on how to use this. You can see here, oh look, wildcard and truncation symbols. So it will tell you exactly what you need to use. Maybe a little slow to load, but when you get there, it will be worth it, right? We can use the question mark. We can, so it gives you an example of that, using a hashtag. So you can dig through this and get quite, really build your research skills. Improving search results. You have a lot of resources here in the database, and each database is going to have slightly different options for you. So you can decide how you want to use your resources. Of course, we're always ready to help in the library, and your teacher is ready to help you. I would suggest, though, definitely digging through, looking at some of these. Let's see if we can find here. Okay, the impact of World War II on the demand for female workers in manufacturing. If you're interested in economic impact on women and labor, look at this. When you start to go in, you can find other subject terms. Okay, women employees, World War II, economic aspects. This is going to give you other paths, other ways, other terms to put in your search. I also want to show you this, finding similar results. This is a great feature. I use it a lot here. If you click on this, what it does is it takes a sample of the text, say a paragraph. In this case, it pulled from the abstract, and it pulled other articles that contain similar words. So you can see here, those words are all highlighted. This is a great way to get in here, get used to the interface, and that's really the way that you learn. You refine your use of the basics, you ask for help, you don't get too frustrated, and you just keep going back in and refining your search. As you find articles, you're also going to see that you can pull them straight down here. This will allow you to get a wide range of sources, to explore a wide range of topics, what resources are there, and then when you refine that, you can refine your search as you go through. So I hope this helps. I hope that you will come and talk about your research and be open when you get frustrated. Come talk to one of us and we're happy to help you. And go back and watch this video, look at the tutorials and help online, and I think you're setting yourself up to have a great project. Okay, thank you.